I think the issue about immigration had a huge impact on the discussion on Brexit. Very huge impact, maybe the most important issue when they discussed it then. But the result, the Brexit result, doesn't mean that you will not have a labour movement among EU and UK. You will still have it, but I think the Danish, other EU countries, the British, the Western European countries are much more aware of their borders right now than they were many years ago. If you look at Poland right now, they are trying to defend not only the Polish border but also EU border. And I'm disappointed on EU because they don't help Poland. They should, because Poland are defending the EU border. Because people who are trying to get into EU right now are not real refugees. They are illegal immigrant. They has been invited by the Belarusian president to come to Belarus and then to EU, just to undermine the EU countries. I don't think that this in the long run will affect UK economy. You know, I'm economist. We all economists were very pessimistic on the economy, the Brexit economy. But I think we were wrong. I don't think that the UK GDP will fall as predicted. And when it comes to lack of labor force, we saw some of it last summer in UK. They had a gasoline crisis because they didn't have a chauffeur to drive the big cars. But it was only for 2 weeks. And then they solve it. So if UK need labor force they don't have, skills they don't have, they still can invite them to be there and work as long there's work to do in UK. I don't think that immigration takes jobs from the natives. Neither low-skilled jobs or high-skilled jobs. I think it's about culture. It is, you know, here in Denmark, we need some labor with certain skills, and we invited them. We have a lot of. They have a lot of opportunities to come to Denmark and work. But what's important for us is if you are coming to Denmark, you have to contribute, you have to work, you have to, leave your religion at home when you are outside in society. It's very important. You know, the lack of the supply chain has not so much to do with the Brexit. It's a global crisis. Companies, also the Danish company, are facing the chain, the lack of, the chain supply. It has to do with unprecedented economic boom and unprecedented good demands. So it's a global crisis. It's not only a British issue. I think in this issue we need that the EU and non-EU countries work closer together. That's very important to do. The Western countries has to work much more together than we do right now. a closer cooperation with within EU, but also EU and non-EU countries. It is possible if you want to. It's possible if it's you are forced to do it, and if it's needed, and it is needed. We need to cooperate much more than we did before. Also to challenge countries like China. Yeah, I think people in Denmark, UK, many Western countries are colorblinded when it comes to immigration. As long as you open up for immigrants you need, who have certain skills that you need, people has nothing against it. But what they don't like is that people come into countries who are going to the social benefits, who don't want to contribute to the society, who are very religious. That's what annoyed a lot of the Western people. So it has nothing to do with racism or being against certain colors. It has to do with, are you coming here to contribute or are you not? Whatever your color is and your religion is, the most important thing is that you are a law-abiding citizen, that you don't push your religion in front of you in every question. That's very important, and that the Western societies are first and most democratic societies, open societies. So democracy comes before religion and culture, and that's, we need to tell people, newcomer, that's what we demand of them when they come here. Democracy first, democracy before God. Immigration is a positive thing when you can see it on the figure that you contribute to the national income. But unfortunately, that's not what we see in Denmark. We have immigration from North America, from India, from Asia. When you look from East European countries, when you look at the figures, they contribute positively. A lot of surplus coming from their work in Denmark. But you have also refugees, immigrants coming from Middle East, from Muslim countries. They are, the figure are very, very, very red. In Denmark we use 36 billion crowns per year to integration. That's wrong in my opinion. When my father, he came to Denmark in 1969, he was invited as a foreign worker. He and the other who came in the late 60s, beginning of the 70s, they came day one and they start work day two. And they didn't go on social welfare. So from day two, they started with taxation to contribute to the society. And since the 80s, we have seen in Denmark and most of the other Western countries a paradigm shift, going from contribute to society to get more and more from the welfare state. And that's, that's why you have a lot of Danish Western citizens who are against that you just open up for immigration. It is, immigration should be, you should have surplus when you get people to this country to work, but that's not what we do in Denmark, Among certain groups in Denmark, let's say the Somali woman, Iraqi woman from Afghanistan, Palestine, Iraq, almost 70–80% of them are on social welfare. They don't work, they don't contribute to the society, And that's what annoys most of the Danish people, not because they have a different background, different culture, different religion. They don't like that people don't contribute to the society. You have to remember that we, Denmark, we joined the EU, the common market in 1972-3. We went into the market with the UK. UK was our closest ally, but also the country we sold most to, pork and so on. So when they went into the common market, we did the same. And since then, we have the decisions makers in Denmark. The politician regard UK as the closest ally among the European countries to Denmark. You know, the most close ally is US, but UK, number two. We have a lot of common interests. So we miss UK in EU. We feel alone without UK, but it's the UK's people's decision to leave the EU. I respect that, but and maybe it's okay for a big country like UK, but Denmark as a small country, there are more benefits staying in EU than leave EU. But when it comes to fight against the bureaucrats in Brussels, we miss UK. When it comes to foreign policy issues in EU, we miss UK. So UK, we miss you. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think many people know the answer to this question, because we are still in a process that's still going on. So there's a lot of issues we don't know about when it comes to Brexit. Both economic issues, but also issues when it comes to British citizens in Denmark and their future, Danish citizens in UK and their future. It takes time to solve all these challenges.
But your conclusion is that we need each other?
Yeah, I think even though UK has left the EU, I don't think, I'm not in this team that we should punish them for this. I think it's very important to keep UK close to EU and try to make it to plus some play.